Hey, beautiful people, and welcome to the Sunny Daze Podcast. It's a podcast that's all good vibes, great stories, and just the right amount of magic. And I'm your host, Jolly, and let's get started. Our first up feature this week, many hooves and mighty hearts. Buckle up your stethoscopes because today we're taking a little field trip to the hospital with some very special visitors. Not doctors, not nurses, not even candy stripers. I'm talking miniature therapy horses. Yep, you heard me right. Tiny horses with big hearts and even bigger healing energy. Well, a while back, an organization called Gentle Carousel Miniature Therapy Horses has been galloping into the hearts of patients all across the United States. These little horses, no taller than a golden retriever, are specially trained to provide emotional comfort to patients of all ages. They're taking pediatric cancer wards and veterans recovery centers and assisted living homes and trauma units, hospice care, you name it. These sweet little babies aren't just cute, they're certified therapy animals. Decked out in little sneakers to keep hospital floors clean, they walk in with their gentle eyes and their nuzzled noses and an energy that seems to say, hey, you're not alone. One nurse said you can literally feel the room shift when they walk in. Anxiety drops, people smile, the whole floor softens. And can we just pause to acknowledge a horse and sneakers? Come on, that's not just healing, that's wholesome comedy right there. One of the most famous mini therapy horses, Magic, Magic is her real name, and yeah, she lives up to it, they say. She has confronted survivors of school shootings and tornadoes and personal medical battles. She's even been named one of the history's 10 most courageous animals by Time magazine. How's that for a resume? And the best part, these visits aren't just for patients. They lift up families and staff and entire wings of the hospitals. Sometimes it's the first time someone has smiled in days. So what can we learn from the five-hoofed healer in a pair of the horse-sized Jordans? Well, that healing doesn't always come from medicine alone. Sometimes it arrives in the form of a soft nuzzle, a little neigh, and a gentle presence reminding us that we are seen, loved, and not forgotten. To Gentle Carousel and all their little tiny equine angels, thank you for bringing light into dark rooms, warmth into cold halls, and joy where it's most needed. Y'all are proof that magic can come in the smallest of packages, and sometimes it wears horseshoes. Now, listeners, I'd love to hear from you. Have you ever experienced animal therapy? Do you think your hospital or nursing home could use a mini horse visit? Just tell me, what's the cutest animal you'd love to see strolling down a hospital hallway? Drop it in the comments, send us a voice note, or neigh your thoughts at us online. And our next feature, along a happy and joy line, love and joy line for this Sunny Daze, we're going with the joy snacks. The happiness boost you didn't know you were missing. And it's kind of a science-backed feel-good, okay? So it's time to refill your cup and maybe, just maybe, grab a snack for the soul. Because today we're diving into some joy snacks. No, not actual food, although snacks are always encouraged on this podcast. I'm talking about tiny daily moments that science says can literally boost your mood and leave you feeling lighter, brighter, and a little more you. So let's chew on some science, shall we? Sprinkle on some joy and find out how just a few minutes a day can make a world of difference. Okay, so the big project. In a massive global study called the Big Joy Project, over 17,000 people from 87 different countries participated in a very similar experience. So they put together this experiment and they tried out one of several quick joy boosting activities for just 7 minutes a day. And then they tracked how everybody was feeling. Spoiler alert, it worked. These micro acts, aka joy snacks, prove to lower stress, reduce anxiety, and give people a noticeable bump in well being. And it didn't take a tropical vacation or a 6-month sabbatical to do it, just a little intention and 420 seconds. So, here are 5 science backed joy snacks to try. 1, do a kind thing for somebody. Write a thank you letter, hold open an elevator, leave a silly note. It doesn't matter if it's big or small. The ripple of kindness boomerangs right back. Here's another idea. Reflect on what matters. Take 7 minutes to write what you're grateful for or who you love. Bonus points for whispering I love you, past tense in the mirror. Corny, maybe. Powerful, definitely. And listen with your whole heart. Put your phone down. Look someone in the eyes. Just listen. That kind of presence can change your day and theirs. And then savor something on purpose. Whether it's a bite of your favorite cookie or the feel of the warm sunlight on your face, pause and really take it in. That's a joy snack in action. And celebrate with a win, big or tiny. So you got up and you made your bed. Clap for yourself. You found a matching pair of socks. That's magic. Don't wait for the huge milestones to throw yourself a mini party. What I love about this, y'all, is that joy isn't something we have to chase. It's something we can create daily, quietly, quickly, and without needing to change our zip code, our job title, or even our hairstyle. So today, I challenge you, yes, you, beautiful listener, to take 7 minutes and give your heart a snack. Don't scroll, not a doom dive, a joy snack. Let me know how that works. All right. And now, sticking with joy, happiness, and love and all those good things, let's head on over to a movie segment. I thought we'd check out what are some of the most iconic theater movie love stories, let's say from 1960 to 2025. So I put out a question, and here's some answers I got. Titanic, 1997. The Jack and Rose story, the gold standard of epic, tragic, hold me forever. I'll never let you go, she said. Well, absolutely letting go, but we still sob every time. You know, it won 11 Oscars and gave us a theme song. Thank you, Celine. That still echoes through weddings and receptions everywhere. And how about the Notebook, 2004? The Noah Alley story, the ultimate "If You're a Bird, I'm a Bird" love story. It was based on Nicholas Sparks' novels and soaked in rain, passion, and letters. A love so strong it spanned decades and memory loss. Oh, and the bonus, that kiss scene should be in a museum somewhere. And how about this one? West Side Story, 1961 and 2021. A total Romeo and Juliet. And then the reimagining set to stunning music and high stakes love. The original won 10 Oscars. Spielberg's 2021 version brought fresh power and beauty. It's a forbidden love, but the choreography that'll break your heart in rhythm. And what about Before Sunrise? 1995, the Jesse and Celine story, an indie, quiet, conversation-filled love story set across one magical night in Vienna. No explosions, no love triangles, just chemistry, soul talk, a ticking clock. Spanned 2 sequels and one of the most realistic portrayals of falling in love ever filmed. And then who cannot? Pride and Prejudice, 2005. Elizabeth Bennet, Mr. Darcy. Jane Austen's classic brought to an elegant cinematic life. That line, "You have bewitched me, body and soul." We've never recovered. A period drama perfection with stares so intense they melted corsets. And then What about La La Land 2016? Sebastian and Mia? Oh, jazz, dreams, and a love story that's beautiful even in its heartbreak. Oscar winning direction and that color palette. A reminder that not all love stories are forever, but some are still worth telling. Love in the movie reminds us of something deep, that romance is a story worth watching and living. Whether it's two teens from rival neighborhoods or a jazz pianist and an actress. These tales teach us that love is messy, magical, and sometimes musical. So, out there, what's your favorite movie love story? Was there a scene you rewound over and over again? A kiss that made you believe in fate? Slide into those DMs, leave a voicemail, or an email will work just as well. Moving on to our music segment, let's stick with some love anthems, shall we? Some legendary love anthems. Let's go. Let's see. We'll look in the 60s and kind of bring it forward. Let's look at, how about the Righteous Brothers with Unchained Melody, 1965? Oh, my love, my darling. Timeless, soulful. And thanks to Ghost, 1990, forever associated with spinning pottery and longing. A Billboard ranked it one of the greatest love songs of the 20th century. Still gives goosebumps like First Kiss. Wonderful, wonderful. And then there's Endless Love, Diana Ross and Lionel Richie. Remember that from 1981? You Will Always Be My Endless Love, the ultimate duo, two powerhouse voices. That was to behold. Held the number one Billboard spot for 9 weeks. Still a wedding classic. Grab the tissues. And what about Whitney Houston's 1992, I Will Always Love You? And I Will Always Love You. Originally by Dolly Parton in 1974, but Whitney turned it into the power ballad, tied to The Bodyguard with one of the best-selling singles of all time. Emotionally volcanic and vocal gold from both of those artists. Beautiful, beautiful song. And how about John Legend, All of Me? Love your curves and all your edges. A modern vow in song form. He dedicated to this to his wife. Stayed at number one for weeks and is now a wedding first dance staple worldwide. And then there's Ed Sheeran with I Found Love. Acoustic, intimate, lyrically sweet like a handwritten letter. Ed even released duos with Beyonce and Andre Bocelli. Its cozy elegance made it an instant love anthem for the 2010s. That was a good one. All right, folks, how about time for a Jolly Chat original? Whiskers in the Wildwood, a furry tale of forest love. Well, once upon a twig tangled time, deep in the heart of hidden wooden land called the Wildwood Whimsy, there lived 2 extraordinary fur babies. One was Clover, a velvety white bunny with ears like clouds and paws that barely made a sound. She would hop so gracefully the dew on the leaves clapped in applause. The other was Milo, a golden Pomeranian with fur like sunshine and eyes full of mischief and moonlight. He howled like a lullaby and laughed like a jingle bell. They passed each other many times. Milo delivering pine cone parcels for the chipmunks, Clover organizing dandelion tea parties for the beetles. They'd smile, they'd nod, but oh, the butterflies. Even the butterflies had butterflies when those two looked at each other. One early spring morning, when the forest air still smelled like sleeping mushrooms and honey mist, something magical happened. The great oak, the wisest tree in Wildwood, dropped a single shimmering acorn between them. It bounced once and twice and then, poof, burst into glitter and released a scroll. Milo sniffed it and Clover blinked at it. The golden letters. It read, when 2 hearts are shy and wide awake, The forest shall help for kindness' sake. Follow the whispers, follow the trails. The magic of love never fails. Well, the entire forest erupted with joy. Birds wore bow ties and ladybugs tangoed. Even the mushrooms started glowing a soft blush pink. So began a day long enchanted adventure. The bees choreographed a pollen-dusted dance floor. Ollivander, the owl, he recited the furry poetry from a tree branch stage. The dewdrop spelled love across a spider web marquee. Fireflies formed fairy lights above a mossy archway. And there, beneath a canopy of lilac and laughter, Clover and Milo finally pawed toward each other. Clover offered him a miracle muffin. Milo gave her a rose petal collar. And as the stars began to blink awake, they shared their first snuggle under the moon, warm and content. The forest sighed, the trees danced quietly, and the great oak smiled with all its leaves. From that day on, Clover and Milo became the official caretakers of cozy love in the wildwood. Anytime someone needed a hug or a giggle or a little sparkle, those two would arrive. Tail wags and whisker wiggles in tow. And when they curled up together on their shared toadstool porch every evening, the fireflies spelled two simple words in light. Love lives. The beginning? I don't know. Maybe just the beginning. All right, beautiful souls. That's a wrap on today's Sunny Days. Remember that kindness is contagious and joy, it is a choice. And a little bit of magic is hiding in the everyday if you're willing to look for it. So keep smiling, keep shining, and until next time, stay sunny, stay golden, and most importantly, stay you.